So Stihl FS91, and we're going to change it from the mower head, bump head to a metal blade. So you need the metal blade. There are numbers of metal blades about. This is the forward blade. This is the one I use quite a lot. Need this pin, which is used to lock the head. You have the wrench for undoing the screw, and you have the adapter kit. Now the new adapter kits come in two pieces. The thrust plate is attached, and you have the bolt, which makes life so much easier. The previous versions were single components, so you had the adapter plate, the bolt, and the thrust washer. So the thrust washer on one end, one side, is concave, on the other end is flat. So the flat edge went against the blade, but the problem with this is you would often lose one of the components, and they're not cheap. So simple process: you got the hole in the top of the head. You basically insert, now this can be this metal rod, or it can be a screwdriver, and you basically rotate it until you feel it locking in, and then when you're looking down you twist to the left. Now at this point I like to turn the machine over. The pin will stay in place, and you'll be able to remove the head quite easily from the machine. So the next stage, you take your blade, and important to note that the blade has to be centered on the thrust plate. So you lay it on, and making sure that that's in the insert. You take your adapter plate and you place that over, and you take your screw or your bolt and you screw this on. Now you don't need to go very tight with this, but you want it tight enough that it'll hold position when you use the machine. So it's just hand tight. I do it gently because I don't want to go too much, and it's also keeping this in place, which is crucial, because if you don't, what will happen is the head will vibrate and it won't be very safe. And basically that's how you fit the metal cutting plate or blade to your Stihl bush cutter. Now one other key point to make is, because of the height of the blade and the distance of the blade, when you remove this pin, you'll notice it obviously rotates nicely, but you have this guard on to the deflector. So on the deflector there's a hole just at the back. If you push that in, this will then release this black plastic part, and you can remove that. So with the brush head it's lower down, with that it's quite close, so you get light close to the ground, so it's far safer. But that's simple.